Chapter 8, Skanda Purana, Story of the Thief. Sage Lomasa narrated this legend to the sages gathered. Once upon a time, in a village, there was a great sinner. He was a thief, violent in his ways, a drunkard, womanizer, and a gold thief. He was stupid and slow and always engaged in gambling along with gamblers and cunning fellows. Once, while gambling, he lost a large amount. Unable to pay, he was tormented and hit by the other rogues and gamblers. However, he did not speak anything. The other gamblers asked of him, "You have lost this much wealth in the game of dice. Are you going to give it or not? Wicked fellow, tell us right now." He replied, "What has been lost by me, I shall give at night." Based on his statement, the others released him and went away after threatening him to severe bashing if he were not to pay up as promised. The gambler was in pain and frightened. He suddenly remembered that there was a Shiva temple on the way to his hut. It was past midnight when he reached the temple. He looked around and saw there was no one around and the temple door was open. A sudden thought occurred to him and he entered the temple and went to the sanctum sanctorum, where he saw a bell hung from the ceiling above the murti of Lord Shiva. Overjoyed, the thought of stealing the bell occurred to him. Soon he realized he was short and unable to reach the bell. So he climbed on to the head of Shambhu and attempted to take the bell. At that time, on the peak of Kailasa, Shambhu said to his Ganas, "What has been done by this fellow today is far superior to anything done by anyone on earth. He is the most excellent one amongst all my devotees, hence he is my great favorite." Lord Shiva then commanded the Ganas, beginning with Veerabhadra, "Go, bring him to me." They hurriedly started from Kailasa to bring him to Shambhu as commanded, accompanied by a lot of sounds of drums and other instruments. On seeing them, the evil-minded thief got frightened, jumped off the top of the linga and took to his heels. Seeing him flee, Veerabhadra called out to him, "Whom do you fear, O stupid fellow? Maheshwara, the Lord of Devas, has been pleased with you, as he is very liberal-minded." After saying thus, they placed him in the aerial chariot and took him to Kailasa. The thief was made an attendant by Lord Shiva. The text goes to propound, the fruit of rendering slightest service to Shiva, even unknowingly, is highly efficacious. Lord Shiva is extremely kind even to wicked robbers. The superb magnanimity of Shiva is illustrated in the story in which a gambler thief is elevated as his Gana by Shiva.